Hey there, everybody. How you doing? I had to turn on the light there for a minute. Okay. So, I finally had enough confidence to try to actually bake something besides regular food. I will show you in a minute here. Actually, I'll hold it up. These are homemade baked cookies. It was a recipe my mom actually had given me several years ago, and I figure it's the holidays, so why not try and actually bake cookies for once. Um, and from what I'm checking here, it looks like everything, well, besides some of them looks like they may have baked together, unfortunately. But other than that, they don't look too bad. So, let me see if I can find one that looks a little bit better. This one looks a little bit better. So, my mom has had diabetes for years, and actually, I was diagnosed when I was 31. So, I've had to figure out ways of making desserts and things like that without adding a ton of sugar to it. So I've had to use like artificial sugars and other things, and that's kind of what I did with this. Was I basically added like a little bit of like Splenda, and then some other things in there as well. Um, and they do have like sugar-free chocolate and things like that you can kind of add in there as well, for flavoring. Um, I think that Hershey's makes something like that, and I don't know, Nestle's does, and I believe there's one other company too. It's not cheap by any means, though. You have to go out and actually find it. Um, but yeah, I mean, I'm just kind of proud of myself that I actually was able to bake like cookies without burning them, and they actually taste well because I actually ate one earlier. So, um, yeah, I guess there are things out there. You just have to have an open mind and try to figure things out, and that's what I've had to do. Um, and let me tell you that having diabetes is something that frankly it's not fun by any means, because there's like certain foods that you can't eat at all anymore, and then you have to figure things out as far as like subbing other things for different ingredients. Um, but yeah, this is a recipe my mom used to make. Essentially, basically, it's like some type of like sugar-free cookie. You just use Splenda when you're baking it, and then you get like sugar-free chocolate. Otherwise, it's pretty good. However, I wouldn't eat a ton of them, because it will tear your stomach up, and you will go running to the bathroom like 50 times within probably like 3.5 hours. So I wouldn't eat the whole thing by yourself. I would probably space it out and give it to other people. Um, Now, if you have like, um, you know, an incident where you're allergic to like the ingredients, definitely I wouldn't like put the Splenda in there, or the sugar-free chocolate either, because that possibly could make you like have like rashes or something. I've heard that too. But yeah, just remember that there are other things out there if you are diabetic, that you can eat. You don't have to just, think that you have to eat cardboard all the time. Um, Luckily, my condition is that I just have to give myself a shot like once a day. Um, so mine isn't as bad as it used to be. Um, but it's definitely a pain in the ass though, because you have to like keep track of like what you're eating. And it's I don't know. It's just a pain in the ass. So